Words are powerful forces of nature. They are destruction, they are nourishment, they are flesh, they are water, they are flowers and bone. They burn, they cleanse, they erase, they etch. They can either leave you feeling homeless or brimming with home. That was a poem by Sanoba Khan, and the closing lines about how words can either leave you homeless or brimming with home, to me, perfectly illustrate the discourse around men in 2026. Because watching some of these young men on the internet has left me asking,
where they role models at? Where's the adults?
and that's not to say we don't have a lot of incredible, healthy male representation on the internet. It's just that right now it feels dark. I was reading this article in The Guardian that was written by this 15-year-old girl who was speaking about her experiences being online. And it was so eye-opening because the way that she wrote about being involuntarily exposed to so much hateful, violent, misogynistic comments, videos, content online, and how all of those experiences have literally reshaped how she thinks about herself as a 15-year-old girl. And also how that being exposed to all of that has literally had such a detrimental effect on how she views men in society. And from a macro perspective, the problem is the people who are in charge of putting effective guardrails and holding these individuals accountable essentially don't give a fuck. The only thing that matters to them is generating ad revenue and keeping on the app for as long as possible. And so if that involves non-consensual pornographic videos, they're essentially saying, charge it to the game, sis. We are quickly moving into a space where it will literally not be safe for women to be online. There's this infamous clip of Sneeko with a bunch of kids who are fans of his, and they're just saying some crazy ass stuff. And all this clip screams to me again is just,
Where's the adults?
because these kids grow up and the words they ingest from these influencers online shapes them. It shapes how they view the world, it shapes how they view women, it shapes how they view themselves. Their identity is literally being formed through this prism of violence and hate. These kids are being hollowed out and they are being taught to conform to this rigid and animalistic version of manhood. And the consequences of having a whole generation of men with this identity and worldview is shared. And that's why it becomes all of our responsibility to course correct this standard in our communities, online, in real life. And when I look at someone like Braden, my first thought is, where's his community? Where are the healthy men or young men around him that could have stopped it from reaching this level? These are the questions we need to be asking ourselves and engaging with every day in this discourse. But one thing I don't want us to forget is the most powerful thing that we can offer each other as men is space. The space to exist, the space to be, and the space to belong. And what makes this space more special is that compared to that other side with all that bullshit, this space is not based on your outward appearance, your achievements, or what you can accomplish in the future. And the peace that comes from that affirmation is what makes this space sacred. That should also help us to continue asking the question of,
Where they role models at? Where's the adults? That's the question we all trying to figure out.